I'm not usually one for story times, but I thought of something kind of cringy that happened when I was in high school band, and I wanted to share it. So this is the story of a high school band prank gone wrong. I was the librarian of the honors wind ensemble, and I was first chair percussion, so some of my friends came up to me and said that they were planning a senior prank. So at our school there was going to be a pep rally in the afternoon of like a Friday, and then that evening there was going to be the homecoming football game. Side note to people who are not in America watching this, yes, we're like this. I'm so sorry. One of the MCs at the pep rally, who was also a senior, was going to say a certain line, a certain thing, and then all the seniors were going to storm down from the bleachers into the gym and have a lightsaber battle with those toy lightsabers, and they wanted the band to play the Star Wars song, you know, the one that's like, yeah, that one. So they wanted me to make copies of the sheet music and give it out to the band, and we were gonna play it when we got the right cue. And they said, don't tell our band director because it's a prank, and you know, why would we do that? So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And it seemed like really funny and nobody was gonna get hurt, so I was like, absolutely. So I made the copies, we distributed the music. It was me and a couple of the other band officers, like the president and everything. Everything goes smoothly, everyone gets their parts, practices at home. We get to the day of the pep rally, we get out of class early to set things up in the gym because the band was gonna play. Everything's going smoothly. We're literally sitting down getting ready for the thing to start, and our band director comes up to us and says, I know what you guys are gonna do, don't do it. And we said, okay, and we kind of talked amongst ourselves a little bit. We were like, well, should we do it anyways? Like, she seemed kind of mad, like, I don't know. So we decided, we're not gonna do it, I guess, because she said no. And the prank happened anyways. Like, it just didn't have any music, and we came back to school later that night for the football game, and we're in the band room and we're warming up, we're getting ready, and my band director comes over and is like, you four, me and three other guys, was like, come here. And she takes us to her office. She absolutely read us the riot act. I swear to God, I have never been in so much trouble. It turns out that this prank wasn't just like a prank that was under the radar. Student council was also kind of in charge of it, and they were talking with the administration, which, if you ask me, if the administration is in on a prank, like, then who are you pranking? But what do I know? And vice principal was in a meeting with the band director. Vice principal is, you know, my teacher's boss, and said, oh, band director, like, how are the preparations going? Like, has the band learned the music? And she said, what music? So basically, not only did we make her look kind of bad in front of her boss, but also she found out that way that we had gone behind her back and were gonna play a song in front of the whole school without having rehearsed it together and without her directing us. So she was really, really, really mad, obviously. And at the time I was like, oh my God, why is she getting so upset about this? But looking back, I'm like, yeah, yikes. That was pretty bad. So she was like, I'm glad you didn't do it anyways, because if you had done it anyways, after I explicitly told you not to do it, I would have kicked all of you guys out of your officer positions, probably out of the band. And we were like, ah. Now the kicker of all of this was, don't ask me why, but the tradition at our school was that the band would dress up as clowns for the homecoming game. So there we were in her office, dressed like clowns, getting bodied by somebody who, like, I deeply respect and admired. So I was absolutely mortified. Honestly, I was such a goody two-shoes in high school. I've never been in trouble like that with a teacher ever. I like could not look my band director in the eye for the next week. I was so embarrassed. Oh my God. Ugh, I still cringe when I think about it. I'm like, oh. So the moral of the story is, if you are dressed like a clown, you're going to feel like a clown.